What's going on, guys? Waco from Revolution here with my buddy Ross Povey, who's incidentally here for his last time with his Revolution hat on. He's moving on to other pastures, but we love this dude, so I'm happy he's working with us still on this video. And the one and only Christophe Chevalier, head of PR for Tudor. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, Way.
So the news here is that this Saturday I'm actually going to be buying one of the watches that we presented here. I'll let you guys guess which one it is, but the watch is clearly, it's so good that I feel compelled that I have to go and buy one. And the amazing thing is that the Tudor novelties, which are dropping today, are actually for sale pretty much immediately, right, sir?
Correct.
Which is really cool. So Christophe, walk us through this incredible new collection. Why don't we start with this wonderful diving watch at a different size?
Yeah, absolutely. Black Bay 54. Different size, as in 37 millimeter in diameter. That is the size of the first diving watch Tudor ever did, reference 7922 in 1954. And this is a diameter that we're bringing to the Black Bay collection. We now have 37 millimeter, coming along 39 with the Black Bay 58 and 41 with the original Black Bay.
You know, I absolutely love the size. I put it on my wrist and I was just like, dude, it's so wonderful to have a watch with all the iconography of your watch from 1954, but at this amazing size. I mean, Ross, what do you think of this?
I love it, and I think some of the vintage details are superb. The no hash markers on the bezel insert, the way the bezel, like the coin edge on the actual bezel ring is beautiful as well. And again, the proportions are so faithful to the original watch from 1954. So yeah, another smash hit, I have no doubt.
And I love the fact that it's on also a rubber strap as well. And so I'll put that on my wrist. I mean, when I buy Tudors, like I always just buy them on the bracelet because I always feel like the value proposition that's offered with the bracelet is just so high, right? I mean, it's just usually just a few hundred Swiss francs more for the bracelet.
Correct.
And I mean, there's no other brand in the world that offers that. And actually, we should discuss that as well. So what's the price of that watch, Christophe, in Swiss francs?
So 3,650 on bracelet, 3,450 on rubber strap. And I should add at this point that both watches are equipped with the Tudor T-Fit clasp, the auto adjust, no tool required. Clasp that we introduced a couple of years back, so you get more than just rubber.
And tell us a little bit about the movement that's inside of these watches.
Yeah, this is the part of the MT54 family, so our intermediate size manufacturer caliber. They come with 70-hour power reserve, silicone hairspring. They're regulated to -2 + 4 seconds a day, and they're great.
But you know, to me, that's insane, right? Like you've got a watch that's 3,650, Swiss francs on a steel bracelet with this amazing styling on that, and it's got an in-house movement with 70 hours of power reserve, with a full traversing balance bridge, with a free inertia balance wheel as well, so
Correct.
Not regulated by a swan neck or anything like that. And on top of that, with a silicone hairspring, and from a value proposition perspective, like I just can't think of anything else in this category, Ross, that can even compete with Tudor. I mean, that was the intention, right? I take it.
Well, we really go by trying to produce the best possible watch that we can for the best possible price.
Right.
I would say that's the Tudor mission.
Yeah.
So whenever we do start a new project, we always have that in mind. Making sure that we can bring some innovation, bring some new things, but not get out of the price range that Tudor is known for.
Amazing. So let's go from there, because you were talking about bringing the best possible watch, and one of the ways you can do that also is through certification, right?
Correct.
And you have a new Black Bay with a Meta certification. I mean, tell us a little bit about that watch.
Yeah, so this is the second watch in the Tudor collection that comes with Meta certification, that is Master Chronometer. It is a certification that is covering 5 different pillars. The watch needs to be Swiss made. It needs to be running within a 0+5 tolerance a day. The waterproofness that we state is confirmed by the organization, by Metas, as well as the power reserve.
Right.
And the watch needs to be resistant to magnetic fields up to 15,000 Gauss.
That's phenomenal, dude.
And we test, as part of the protocol, we test the movement first and the fully assembled watch second. I should say at this point that it's probably one of the most demanding certification there is, open certification,
right?
Because any brand can try and get certified with Metas. So it's really a way for us at Tudor to bring what we mean about quality to life, you know, to bring an independent entity, sort of confirming or putting a rate on what that quality is, and that's the reason why we went master chronometer.
I mean, I love that also. It's like, you know, Tudor's got such great styling, right? So, I mean, I think they actually, I think it was the first brand that really understood that people wanted like expressions of their heritage incorporated into their new watches. And I think the original Black Bay was all about that, right? And you have an unbeatable value proposition. What I always was super impressed was with when you guys went from third-party movements to your own in-house movements, the price differential which you applied to it was just marginal. It was a few $100s, right? Or a few hundred Swiss francs.
Correct.
Which was amazing to me, which I think is really a demonstration of the long-term approach of Tudor, right? Like they didn't need to make their money from that, back from the investment. They wanted to give that value to the consumer. Then on top of that, now you're like elevating the bar for certification with Meta, so it's dope, dude. What's the price on this thing?
This is 3,850
Dude, incredible.
Swiss.
What an amazing value. And then what was really interesting too, because when I first put it on, I was like, is this a Black Bay 58? But it's not. It's the 41mm Black Bay, but you were saying like everything has been subtly redesigned on this watch.
Absolutely everything,
Right.
down to the font on the bezel insert.
Right.
That is slightly more curved than the previous ones. So from afar, it's the original Black Bay.
Right.
But if you look closer, everything is slightly reworked, redesigned,
Phenomenal, dude.
updated.
I love it on the 5-link bracelet as well. This is a new move as well.
Yeah, me too.
It looks stunning.
Like the 5-link, which is obviously reminiscent of the famous Jubilee bracelet of another brand that Tudor is really related to. But it just looks awesome on that. And I love the fact that that's become, you know, it's cool because in the world where now like everyone wants a integrated bracelet like watch.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that Rolex and Tudor are capitalizing on their own signature using the Jubilee bracelet so that even when your watch is like that way, you're like, I know what that is, right? Which I think is really smart. Okay, and incidentally, it also comes on a rubber strap. So I would say buy the bracelet first and then add the rubber strap later, which is what I do with all Tudors because that's the best value, right? Okay, let's go from that to Black Bay GMT, 41mm in diameter, as it was the original, in a very beautiful opaline dial. I'm going to ask you to walk us through that watch.
So this watch is pretty much the Black Bay GMT that everyone knows. That's been launched back in 2018. And for this year, we're introducing a new color configuration, opaline dial. Opaline is not quite white. It's a more sort of silvery execution of a very light dial. It comes with black hour markers and black hands for enhanced contrast.
Right.
And the manufacturer caliber GMT integrated function, MT5652, so part of the large size family of manufacturer caliber that Tudor offers. So it comes with a jumping date for setting that is synchronized with the hour end, which means that if you land in a country just after midnight,
You can go backwards.
you go backwards
Dude,
with the
that's
date as
sick.
well.
That's so practical. That's so practical.
And it's fun to play with as well.
Yeah, totally. That's amazing. I love that. And on this strap as well.
It comes on the fabric strap, our
Okay.
signature fabric strap, made in France, on traditional shuttle looms.
Yes.
In a family company, so very high added value, both from the perspective of the quality and historical legitimacy
Right.
on the fabric strap with that. Very interesting element.
Okay. And maybe Christophe, you can walk us through the remaining watches that are in this box here.
Yes, we do have new version of the fixed steel Black Bays.
Right.
4 sizes, 31, 36, 39, and 41. Those watches have been launched in an SMG version, SMG for steel and
Steel
gold.
gold, right.
They come in full stainless steel this year, which 41 millimeter version comes at 3,850 Swiss francs. Same 5-link bracelet, same Tefit clasp with auto adjust, and a range of 3 colors of dial, all satin sun brushed with very sort of subtle tone to it. So it's not a black one, it's an anthracite. We have a light champagne color as well, and a blue dial.
So we show you the blue right here.
So with this series of watch, the entire Black Bay line is now powered by manufacturer caliber. We do not have third-party
also
source
anthracite.
movement anymore in this line.
I love the anthracite with diamonds. This is great.
Yeah, the
How much more does
anthracite,
the diamonds add to the price? I think it's actually
700 Swiss francs.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just right.
Actually, to be very precise, 700 Swiss francs for the small size, and the 3 larger size, so 36, 39, 41, come with a price supplement of 800 Swiss francs.
Amazing. And then maybe you could just walk us through the last
Yes,
2 watches here.
and the last introduction for the year is 2 new dials in the Royal line. So we have a so-called light salmon color on the whole stainless steel model with satin sunbrush finish for that sparkle. And we have a chocolate brown dial coming with the SMG version, so SMG for steel and gold. So those are new dials, no technical updates on this watch, it's really just new dials. And with that, we've gone around all the new product for this year.
Okay, so guys, I want you to guess which is the watch that I purchased and that I'll be wearing this Saturday when I go to the pop-up. Where's the pop-up again?
Place de Longemal.
Okay, right. So just at the bottom of the Old Town, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys there.
Cobblestone Square.
Exactly, Cobblestone Square. So very good for my moon boot.
Sorry about that.
No, not at all. I'm a casualty of dancing at an Indian wedding. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I think if you haven't guessed yet, it is in fact the Black Bay 54, which I think is a phenomenal watch. 3,650 Swiss francs for that watch. I mean, it's unbeatable as a value proposition, and it's just so incredibly beautiful. The size is perfect. The quality is amazing. Christophe, thank you.
Pleasure. Ross?
Thank you.
Sir,
Thank
you. Cheers, guys.